Entrepreneur reports that 90% of business owners know nothing about business credit. Okay, so if you don't know a lot about business credit, that's okay. That's why you're here. You're here because now you have the ability to offer financing and to offer business credit without knowing all there is to know about what it takes to build business credit. That's what our advisor and finance officer team is here for. So still, you should know some of the basics of business credit and know the benefits of business credit so you can pass these on to your customers. Now, one of the cool things about business credit is that this is ultimately credit that is in a business's name. So you're obviously familiar with consumer credit that's linked to your personal social security number. Well, your business has its own credit profile, its own credit score, and it's linked to the actual business's EIN number. Now, what's nice about this is that it's based on the business's ability to pay, not the actual individuals. So the person's personal credit and personal income and those type of things doesn't really matter because business credit's all about establishing a credit profile and score for the business so the business can qualify on its own for credit and financing without the business owner's personal credit even being looked at, without a personal guarantee coming from the actual business owner, without a personal credit check, without any of those things that sometimes hold entrepreneurs back from being able to get money. So with an established business credit profile and score, once we get an initial credit profile and score established for a business, then they're going to start qualifying for all kinds of major credit. So they'll first qualify for vendor accounts to build their initial business credit profile and score. And these are companies that will give them terms like net 30. So they have about 30 days to pay off whatever amount they charge on that credit off. It's not a revolving account. Then we move them right into store credit where they're getting store credit at most major stores like Staples and Office Depot, Home Depot, Lowe's, Sam's Club, Costco, BP, Chevron, Walmart, Amazon, Best Buy. Then the next step is we move them right into really what we call cash credit, which are Visa cards and which are MasterCard type of actual credit cards that they can use anywhere that MasterCard, Visa, those type of cards are accepted. So the business can also qualify for credit lines and loans using business credit. Look, every lender that you go to apply for a credit card for your business or a loan for your business pulls your business credit. So when your business credit gets to be very well established, then that gives you the basis to start qualifying for even more loans and credit lines for that business. Now, there's a lot of benefits that business credit offers, and one of which is that it doubles your borrowing ability. You could walk into Staples right now, give them your social, and apply for a personal credit card. But if you walk in tomorrow into Staples again and already had approved for their credit card and then ask them for another credit card, they won't give you one. Staples is only going to give you one personal credit card. Okay, Walmart's only going to give you one personal credit card. But when you have business credit, you can have that personal credit card and you also have a business credit card. So you can walk into Staples today, get a personal credit card with your social security number, walk in tomorrow, give them your EIN and get another credit card for your business. You could do this with almost all major retail stores. The other benefit of business credit, and this actually comes from SBA, is that credit limits are 10 to 100 times higher than what you're going to find with consumer credit, which makes a lot of sense. You may never need $10,000 worth of credit at Dell as an individual because more than likely you're not going to buy $10,000 worth of home computers. But for a business, you may need well more than $10,000 worth of credit at Dell because it's very common for you to need to buy 3, 4, 5, even 10 computers for your office. Look, businesses have a much greater appetite for credit. So as a result, business credit limits, the limits on these cards that we're getting that are linked to the EIN are significantly higher than somebody's going to find in the consumer world. If they're used to a $1,000 consumer limit, they might be looking at a $10,000 or higher business credit limit on the approvals that they're actually securing. And another benefit of business credit is it has nothing to do with personal credit whatsoever. As a matter of fact, we're teaching the entrepreneur how to actually obtain business credit without even putting their social security number on the application. So that means there's no effect to their utilization. 30% of the consumer credit score is based on what percentage of the high credit limit they're using. So if they get credit and start using the credit for their business, their consumer credit scores go down, which is not what they want. Now they can obtain business credit, use the business credit, and it has no impact on their actual consumer credit score. And they can apply for business credit with no inquiries going on their personal credit report so it doesn't hurt them there either. And because they're getting approved without their social security number being put on the application, then they're basically getting approved and securing business credit without even a personal credit check taking place. And another great benefit of business credit, it can be built really quickly because the main business credit scores that are out there, including the Paydex score, are mostly or all based on the payment history. So as long as the person gets some accounts, which we help them do, pay them as agreed, on time or early, they instantly have a good score. And because they instantly have a good score and it happens so fast, then literally within 60 days or so, they're out getting high limit store credit cards and getting cash credit cards in about 120 days. Okay, another benefit is that there's no personal guarantee. There's no liability from the business owner. Look, the majority of business owners do not think they're going to fail, but most do. The statistics are against us. So there's no reason to put all of your personal credit, your personal assets on the line if you don't have to. And with business credit, you don't have to. If somebody were ever to default, they could come after the business assets, but not the individual owner's personal assets. Business credit's also perfect for startups. There's not a lot of financing out there that a startup can obtain because they usually need cash flow or good credit or collateral to obtain it. But with business credit, they don't need cash flow credit or collateral to obtain it. So even a brand new business just opening their doors can qualify for business credit, the same as an extremely well-established business can. And as I mentioned, there's no cash flow requirements. They don't have to be a business. They don't have to provide bank statements and tax returns to get approved like they do for most other kind of financing. And they don't need any collateral to actually get approved. This is a really big deal. All conventional banks and most private money lenders want somebody to have all three. They want them to have good credit, they want them to have cash flow and collateral. Even alternative lenders require one of the three. The customer must have unsecured, or they must have good credit, cash flow, or collateral. Business credit is the only solution that exists in the business financing space where somebody can get approved with no cash flow, no collateral, and regardless of personal credit. And they also establish credibility because what happens is in the consumer world, anybody can see your credit report if they have your permission. They have to have your permission. It's called permissible purpose. So they have to have your permission to look at your credit report. But in the business world, anybody can see your business credit report. I can pull your business credit report right now. Your customers, your clients, your competitors, your prospects, anybody can see that. So it's essential that you build, establish, and maintain a good credit profile because it's visible to anybody that wants to see it. And another reason is that every highly successful company in the country, public and private, has business credit. It's kind of a rite of passage. You have to build business credit to get really big and successful. At some point, you have to separate your personal and business credit. You have to help your business credit get access to the finances it needs, or the money it needs to grow. And the only way you're going to do that is if you establish a business credit profile and score so the business can stand on its own and be credit worthy on its own to start obtaining access to the kind of money you need to get really big and really successful. So a lot of benefits that only business credit provides. This is what makes it so awesome and what makes the finance suite so awesome, because it's the leading source for an entrepreneur to get access to business credit.